What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Man, it's been a long 10 months guys. If I tell you how happy I am to be back on YouTube, I am so happy. It's been a long 10 months. I know that you guys already know the reason why I have not been here. By the title on the video, you can tell the reason why I have not been here, and I really want to apologize. You know guys, when I was leaving, I felt like, who's gonna know? Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's going to know. Like, well, let me just, it's not like I actually just went like that, you know. You guys know why, but I felt sick a lot of times. So I was like, let me just leave for a while. So I felt like nobody was going to know. But 2 weeks, guys, 2 weeks. I've already chatting me up, sending me messages on Instagram. I actually saw someone at church and was like, oh, Ayo-Akinloye, you have not been posting for a while. I'm like, really? Or even friends that I've known for a long time chatting me up and saying, babes, now I used to follow you up on your YouTube, you just stopped posting video, what's happening? I'm like, really? You guys noticed that I have not been here? So I'm so grateful. I'm grateful for this community. I'm grateful for the love. I'm grateful for everything. So guys, this is your first time here, please, this is a family where you will love to stay. I basically talk about love, lifestyle, you know, everything Jesus. I'm a Jesus freak. And definitely now, motherhood is joining it. So I am going to be a mother. So definitely, you're going to love, you know, my content. I post awesome content. So you're going to love it. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, so that the algorithm can share my video to more people. So let's get into it guys. Today I'm going to be giving you all the tea on how I found out I was pregnant, and I really hope that you would enjoy this vlog. Don't go anywhere. You're welcome back guys. You are welcome back. So in case you see me looking down, guys, I'm still pregnant, and pregnancy brain is very real. So I wrote some of my points down here so I can follow up on, you know, things that I have to say. So if you are part of those people that I've said that I am not going to get pregnant until a year or 2 years after, but you guys have refused to go and do, you know, a proper contraceptive, like any proper, like you've not got to, you know, get a proper family planning done. Well, this vlog is for you. You're welcome to the group. So yeah guys, I was very outspoken about the fact that I did not want to get pregnant as soon as I got married. I was very outspoken about it. I'd discussed with my husband about it, and we had reached a consensus that, okay, let's wait a year or a year and 6 months to our wedding, you know, before we go ahead to think about having a baby. So I was very outspoken about it. I talked about it a lot, you know, on my YouTube channel. I talked about it a lot on my WhatsApp, especially, you know, because I get so angry. When you get married, people will start asking you questions like, this way you are doing, are you sure you're not pregnant? If you sneeze like this, you must be pregnant. If you do this, you must be pregnant. So, you know, I was very outspoken about it, even to our parents. Then I think I should add that I was still finding, you know, a footing in my career, because I really wanted to go into investment banking. So my husband was like, okay, let's try and get you, you know, crossed from this unit you are right now to investment banking. And, you know, you are very much still there before we even think about having a baby. So I don't have to go through the stress. So that was the plan right from time. And then fast forward to the 3rd month after our wedding, month 3, March, April, May. I spotted at work that day. I wanted to go to the toilet to pee, and then I saw that I had spotted. So I chatted with my husband. I said that, babe, this and this happened. And, you know, because when I checked up online, because it was not up to the time for my period at that point in time. And, you know, when I checked up online, one of the major reasons for that happening is pregnancy. But I felt like I can't be pregnant. We are putting in the necessary measures not to get pregnant, that I cannot be pregnant. And I should also add that the reason why I didn't finally do a family planning was because there was a family, you know, background, whatever. My mom was like, please let us wait and see how it goes for you so that we can know how to nip this thing in the bud. Hopefully I come here to share the testimony very soon. I am very, very positive about that, by God's grace. So I was scared that, God, I hope this is not pregnancy. But like 2 weeks after that, my period came. And I should add that, you know, unlike some people, the way the way people will be able to tell their husband that, oh, I'm pregnant, and they show the test strip or whatever kit and all. I knew that was never going to work for me and my husband, even when I get pregnant, because for me, I always have mood swings close to my period. I'm always down. Sometimes I feel depressed. Sometimes I just start crying like my life is crumbling. And also my husband likes to track my period to know how to manage me when it's almost that time. So I doubt that will ever work for my husband and I, because as soon as my period is not coming a day or two, he's already saying, babe, what's up? This is your period. It's supposed to have, come by now. So the period shot came. I found out that I was not pregnant, and I'm like, oh, thank God. So I just took my mind off it. I never knew that I was actually pregnant and that the baby was trying to find its roots inside my uterus. Like the baby was planting this. It was getting deeply rooted and grounded in my my uterus. Well, yeah, guys, I was happy then. I thought, oh, I am not pregnant. Thank God. I just continued living life as usual. And then I started getting bloated. Guys, I started getting bloated, and it was so uncomfortable. I have never been bloated like that before in my entire life. It was really uncomfortable. I remember there was a time we came back from church, my husband and I, for me, I went to make my hair after church. So my husband went home. And by the time I got home, I had not eaten since yesterday of the previous day. That was a Saturday. I had not eaten. But by the time I still got home, guys, I was still bloated. It was raining. My husband had to go and look for, this, is it antacid or something? I had to go and look for it. So I had to use it. And, I felt better. I took very little food in the night, and that was all I had throughout the day. So that midnight, I was already feeling very sick. I was feeling so sick, but it wasn't feeling like malaria, but it was also feeling like malaria. So my husband said, okay, when we are going to work tomorrow, I am going to drive it to a pharmacy, because the way we do it is he drops me off at work and then he goes to work. So he said he was going to drop me, drive me to a pharmacy to get anti-malaria drug, and I'm like, no, I'm going to go and get a test done. And I should add that it was a month and few days after I had spotted. I should add that. And so I felt like I told my husband that no, I want to go and get a test done, because my period should have been here like 4 or 5 days ago, and my period is not coming. So I just wanted to go and take a test at the hospital and see what's up. And also, this was like a month and some days after I had spotted. So I was expecting my period, although I had started having, the cramps. So I felt like it was going to come, but sometimes I started feeling cramps here and there. And I already told my husband that, okay, I'm feeling cramps. My period will come soon. But my period cannot be making me feel like this. So I had a surgery a few weeks after our wedding. So I was actually really scared that it should not be like that stuff that I was treating came back, or am I pregnant because my period should have been here like 3 or 4 days ago, or I am just confused. So I told my husband that you don't need to drop me off at the pharmacy because I don't want to buy a drug. I will go to the hospital, I'll get tested and see what's up. So by the time I got to the hospital, I had gotten so sick. I had gotten so sick. I could barely do it. I was just putting my head on the table. And then my colleague told me I should do a shout out to Mr. Dayo. Thank you so much for being a brother, a friend, all through this period for me. He told me that, Madam, just go to the hospital and go and get tested. If you are, sorry, my voice is going, sometimes I run out of breath. If you are pregnant, we will know. And if you are not pregnant, if it's from the surgery, you will quickly know how to nip it in the bud. It's stitching time, saves night. So go and get yourself tested. And so my friend Wina Ayo-Akinloye, I'm doing a shout out to her too. She was really there for me before she dumped me around to Canada. That's what they used to do. So she took me to the hospital. I went to an hospital on the Highland in VI. So when I got there, the doctor asked me questions. How are you feeling? Okay, tell me this, tell me that. So I told him everything. The doctor asked me, are you married? I said, I'm married. He said, are you people trying for a baby? I said, no. So, okay, but I want you to go and get a test done. You're going to get your test done, then you're going to come back after you get the results of the test. But from what I'm saying, it's looking like you might be pregnant. And I'm like, I cannot pregnant. Guys, I told you about how outspoken I was when it comes to this breast. So I was straight faced to the man. I told him I cannot be pregnant. So all through this while, my husband was following me, via chats, we were talking and all back and forth, because whenever I am not feeling too good, like whenever I'm quiet or I'm feeling, he gets bothered a lot. He already told me that if you need my help with anything, if you need me to calm down, just let me know. It's done at the lab. They asked me to come back, a few hours after. So I came back, and immediately I came inside and the doctor checked, the doctor was like, congratulations, you're 5 weeks pregnant. And I looked at him, I said, I can't be pregnant. How am I pregnant? And I said, I thought you said you are married. I said, yes, I'm married. But that does not mean that I want to have a baby. So I told him that he told me that I'm pregnant. And he was like, congratulations and all. So I chatted with my husband right in the doctor's office while he was still pressing this and that on his laptop. And I told him, babe, I am pregnant. And he was like, just stay where you are. I am coming right now. And I'm like, I'm fine. I'm a big girl. I can take care of myself. I am fine. That was not how I said it, because I started crying immediately, like my world had turned upside down. So I told him that, no, I'm fine. I should not bother leaving his workplace to come and pick me up, that I'll go back to the office. So I ordered Uber. And I went back to the office, and I told my colleagues when I got to work, I told Winner, I told Mr. Dayo, and they were dancing while I was crying. These guys, see, guys, be your friend too. Be your own people. They were dancing. Mr. Dayo was so happy, and Winner was dancing. I remember I was lying somehow on the chair there, and she was like, sleep very well. Don't position our baby anyhow. And I'm like, do you guys even know what I'm talking about? Like, I'm planning to write professional exams. I have things in front of me. I can't get pregnant right now. And I'm like, how? We've been putting in measures not to get pregnant. How did it stay? And everything. I was just saying different things as they were dancing and praising the Lord on my behalf. So, I got home, my husband tried to comfort me that we are in this together and that this is a great gift for us, and, I should be happy, and in everything that I want to do and I want to achieve, that definitely I can still achieve them, and that he's right there with me and he'll be holding my hands all the way. And I feel so bad because I felt like I even robbed him the, joy or, the opportunity to take it in that he's going to be a dad and that his wife is pregnant. And I felt really bad, for that, because he just had to make sure that I was fine mentally and would be able to carry the baby for the next, 10 months. So yeah, guys. And that was how the journey began. That was how it began. So the next day, he took a leave, or he just asked his boss for permission to drive me down to the hospital, because I was already feeling really sick at that point in time. I was 5 weeks and I think 2 days when I found out I was pregnant. So he took me to another hospital, where he thought that I could, get registered and all of that. So we went to another hospital in Lekki. And when we got there, we had tests done and this and that, and we saw the doctor and they confirmed that I was pregnant, confirmed. We went in for scan, although the baby was not yet growing, but I saw the, is it gestational sac or something, I saw it. Sonographer told us that, okay, the baby is in the best, in the right place. The baby is not in the fallopian tube, God forbid, that the baby is in the right place and the baby is fine. And, I remember the doctor told my husband then that you have to take care of her because the sickness might get worse. First trimesters are hard. And I said in my mind that, what was this man saying? What is getting worse? It can never get worse. I'm going to get better soon. Oh God. I wish somebody could push me and tell me that you are talking in the rubbish. You're talking in the nonsense. Because, man, my first trimester was not easy. I'm not going to dive into my first trimester in this vlog. I want to watch next week. I'm going to talk about my first trimester because I want, new mothers like me to be able to get prepared. Because one thing that happened when I got pregnant was I was in a shock, and about a lot of things, and that is one of the reasons why I started this YouTube channel. I want to be able to share my life experiences so that people that come behind me and watch my vlogs would be able to avoid some things that maybe I went through. So it was really a good shock for me. I never knew that pregnancy was that stressful. I never knew that it was that demanding on your body, on your mental health, on everything. I never knew. So I really broke down my first 3 months, and I kept asking myself different questions, and I cried a lot of times. It was hard, guys. It was hard. It was really hard. So I wanted to watch my video next week so that you would be able to understand, you know, what I'm talking about. So guys, this is the reason why I have not been here for the past 10 months. I am pregnant. I'm currently, but I don't know if I'm going to be posting this after I've had my baby. Depends on what my husband and I, you know, we conclude on, or I'm going to be posting it, you know, very soon to when I'll be having my baby. But right now, as I'm shooting this video, I am 9 months pregnant. Thank you, Jesus. I'm grateful. I'm not more pregnant, 9 months pregnant. I'm much more in better health, in good health, you know, enjoying the love of my husband and family and colleagues, and I'm grateful to God for that. And I really want to say, you know, well done, kudos to every pregnant moms out there, especially working pregnant moms. You guys are doing a great job. You know, it's hard to fathom things like this, but it's a lot that you guys are doing. And even if you are not a working mom, if you are a stay-at-home mom, you know, growing a human being inside you, the baby is feeding from you, drinking from you, breathing through you, doing everything through you. You're doing a great job. So I want to, you know, say well done to you. And also, because this journey was a long one for me, I would also like to say thank you to a lot of people who were there for my husband and I wouldn't have been able to go through this without them, you know. Yes, I might have gone through it without them, but it wouldn't have been this easy. I wouldn't have been this glowing pregnant woman at 9 months, you know. So I want to say a very big thank you to my sisters, you know, my both sisters, and Damilola and her husband. To my younger sister literally came to start living with me so she could help me with house chores. She was there for me. She was so kind to me all through. My first trimester was so hard, but one person that, you know, apart from my husband, that helped me through it was my sister-in-law. Everybody at my hospital literally knew my sister-in-law, because she would follow me for every test, every examination, everything, every doctor's appointment. She was there. Every time that I was admitted, she was there. Like, I'm so moved to tears right now. I am so grateful to God for her. I'm grateful to God for my colleagues. I'm grateful to God for my bosses, Mr. Bayorotimi and Mr. Shola Oyeniku. I'm grateful to God for everybody, Mr. Dayo, Wina, Shion, Ayo, Osabia, Gideon, Shola, Ruki, everybody at work that, you know, stood up to help me, to make my life easier. I am grateful to them. And I should also mention Mr. and Mrs. Badejo. Like, they literally came in from Sokoto and to Lagos, and they became family instantly. You know, if I call them anytime, they are always there to answer me. I am so grateful, you know. To our parents, to my father, mother-in-law, my dad, my mom. I'm grateful to everybody who stood in prayer, you know, for us. I'm grateful to everyone that was there for me this period. In case I didn't mention your name, I want you to know that I am so grateful for everything that you did for me and my husband this period. And lastly, I want to say thank you to, you know, the owner of the money of my head, Oluworimi. I want to say thank you to him, because, like, it's literally made my life 10 times beautiful, you know, than he met me. I am really grateful to God, you know, for everything that he has done in my life by giving him to me. I'm thankful. Throughout my first trimester, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't wash my own clothes. I could not, oh my God. I could not wash my own clothes. I could not wash my own underwears. I could not even bath myself. My husband would stay up to make sure he does everything for me while he was preparing for his CFA 3. And he was there all through. He took good care of me. I am so grateful for everything. So guys, that is how I found out I was pregnant. And yeah, that's my story. I really want to hear your own story if you've gone through this before, or, you know, your congratulations, your prayers, everything is welcome in the comment section. Please don't forget to subscribe. I would love to see you here week after week. I love you guys so much. Take care till we meet next week. Remember that I love you, but Jesus loves you more. Peace.